Lions TV, we are sponsored by HK Fire and Safety, a company that is owned and operated by a Millwall fan, just like every single one of the sponsors that you can see on the screen right now. If you are going to do a bit of business in 2025, then please keep it in the Millwall family by checking out all of our sponsors' website links in the description below. This is your preview show looking ahead to the lunchtime kickoff. A local derby at the little irrelevant neighbours up the road awaits us, and it is sold out to Millwall fans. 3,135 will make the short trip to the Valley. As always, let's kick off the show by taking a look at the 11 that Alex Neil might pick to start the match. Okay, so what will the team selection be? There's lots of questions being asked, and who's injured, who's available, the new signings, will they be available, etc, etc. And there's some good questions in there. We're going to cover quite a bit in this video. First and foremost, Tierno Ballo, Derek Mazu, Saku, Race Bangura-Williams and Jack Howland all played for the under-21s against Huddersfield on Tuesday. They were all removed after an hour, so I'm assuming with intentions of getting them involved at the Valley on Saturday. We know that we signed Will Smallbone injured. We don't yet know if he's fit. I hope that he is, because I think the midfield could play a big part for us. And also, again, I know nothing because I have today seen pictures from the training ground of Mihailo Ivanovic training. However, he did pull out the Serbian under-21 squad in the week. I'm hearing it was a very slight injury or concern, but he was removed from the squad for their 3-0 loss away at France under-21s, but I've seen him train his day in pictures, so I'm hoping he's available. And what will the gaffer do? Well, we have, of course, won 2 away games and lost 2 home games. So don't fix what's not broken. Something's clearly wrong at the Den, but away from home, we have got a 100% record with victories at Norwich and Sheffield United, and of course, Newport in the Carabao Cup. So we're actually 3 from 3. Will we make it 4 from 4? I think on that basis, he will stick with a 4-4-2, providing Ivanovic is fit, which I'm assuming he is now, and he was removed by Serbia, like I said, from the under-21 squad as a precaution. So, what will the gaffer do? There's lots of questions. This is the team I think he'll go with. I think he'll stick with a shaky Bender in goal. I think Joe Bryan's going to come back in. Seen him being very vocal this week on social media via the club, or I think it might have been news at Den, that he's playing a different role now, a more advanced senior role in the squad. And I think he'll get the nod on that basis ahead of Zach Sturge. Again, centre-back's a questionable one. It'll be Jake Cooper, definitely. But will it be Caleb Taylor, or will it be Kramer, or will Kramer push out to right back? I've got a feeling he might do that. I feel we might play Kramer right back, Cooper and Taylor as centre-backs. Then the centre of midfield, I don't mind Luke Cundle. I think he's been playing quite well, but I don't know. Him and Luongo, I think if Smallbone's fit, definitely get him in. We know Mitchell and Casper De Norre have definitely both injured. So Smallbone would be a lovely addition, but we signed him injured. I haven't seen him training in any of those photos. He may well be fit. I'm not sure. I think during an interview, someone said to me on the club that he was looking forward to the Charlton and Palace games. Of course, 2 very local games, very close together as well. But getting to the Charlton game, I'm not sure if Smallbone's fit. On that basis, I would probably start Luke Cundle. And I would be very tempted to go with Daniel Kelly in there, just to mix it up, just to freshen it up a little bit. Not saying Luongo's done anything wrong, but let's see what Daniel Kelly's about. Let's see if he can step up to it in a big game. On the left, I think it will be Tierno Ballo. I think he might get thrown in at the deep end to see what he's about from what I saw of him the other day. He looked very quick. He looks like he needs more game time. But I said, playing that hour along with Masu Sako and Reece Bangura-Williams and Jack Howland, I think they're all going to be involved. But I think he may well go with Tierno Ballo and see what we can get out of him in terms of minutes, and then take him off, which we probably will need to at some point. I'm expecting a fast tempoed game. And on the right will be Kamil Nezhny, without a doubt. Up front, still waiting to kick off their goal accounts for the season, Josh Coburn and Mihailo Ivanovic. I could be wrong. Please feel free in the comments to give me what you think we should do. Should we switch formation? I don't think he will. Like I said, 3 wins, 2 in the league, all away from home. I think he'll stick with a 4-4-2. Charlton are a very direct team, and I'm hoping that we might well try to be on the day as well. Let's move on to them. As we've already mentioned, it's Charlton Athletic. Managed by Nathan Jones on his hands and knees. Oh, do you know what? I wanted him as our manager because he's just that prick that you love to hate. I wouldn't have minded him as our manager, and I'm not hating on Charlton because they've done well to get up and they've done well in terms of what they've done so far this season. They're terrible. They're a terrible side. They play no football. They miss the midfield out. They're straight over. The strikers can't get hold of it. They'll probably play like Brazil now on Saturday, but I watched them last season in the playoffs. They were terrible, awful, over 2 legs against Wickham. And then again in the final against whoever they played, I can't even remember off the top of my head. But despite that, you just knew that they was going to get it done. That was their game plan. They don't concede many. Last Saturday, granted, I'll get on to that in a minute. But they don't concede many goals. They don't score many either. So I think it's going to be a tight game. And it's going to be very interesting to see what happens. They're opening 4 league games. Charlton have won 1, drawn 1 and lost 2. They won on the opening day at home to Watford, but have not got a victory since. And last time out, they was beaten on the road by Queen's Park Rangers. It sees them sitting 16th in the table, 2 points below us. God forbid a win for them will see them overtake us. A win for us could see us firmly back in the top 6. How does this derby usually go? Form can go out of a window in a derby. But let me take you back to the 95-96 season when Charlton done the double over us. 2-0 at the Den. Snow was falling and the yellow ball was used. Kim Grant scored against us. And then they beat us at the Valley. I was at both games, genuinely. I remember Lee Bowyer scoring an overhead kick. But that was 29 years ago in 1996. John Major was the Prime Minister. Oasis topped the charts with Don't Look Back in Anger. I was 16 years old, just about to sit my GCSEs. And at the time, I could have held, if I'd have known him, a baby, Jake Cooper, in my arms. He was only 1 year old. Will the wait for the Anoraks go on? I fucking hope so. Let's move on to a prediction. And so, this is your pre-match prediction. And here we go. I feel very, very obliged to say, of course we're going to fucking beat Charlton. I'm going to be really honest. I've had a horrible feeling for months about this game. And that prick on the sidelines, on his hands and knees, fucking praying to whoever he prays to. But I don't think they're going to beat us. If we had no injury worries in terms of Aziz, Mitchell and Denor, 100% we will win the game. I think it's got draw written all over it, if I'm honest. I think it's going to be a low-scoring draw. I hope it's not, because it's going to be a brilliant day out. Of course, the most recent victory at the Valley, we missed because it was during lockdown. I think Jake Cooper got the winner, didn't he? It was an evening game. Right, so enough waffling. I need to give you a prediction. I'm going to go for a 2-1 Millwall win. Jake Cooper again to be on the score sheet like he was last time out, and the big Serb to break his duck in the 25-26 season and make that wait for the Anoraks stretch to 30 years. So that's it off for this preview show. That felt like it went on for absolutely ages. It feels like I haven't been on camera for a while. I think it's been 4 or 5 days, but it's good to be back. And of course, with this and the Palace game coming up back to back, some brilliant games, some brilliant atmospheres, and some hopefully good away day videos as well, and not far for me to have to travel to do them. And please be sure to check out the fan score predictions for the other boys at Lions TV that will be going out in and around this video, including a top list trio of O'Mara's from Benidorm. I'll see you in beautiful South East London on Saturday, one way or the other. Please subscribe to Lions TV. Come on, you Lions.